guys, it's your Island Girl, and I'm back with another reaction video for you today. And today I'm reacting to 10 things that only exist in the UK. And I'm getting this one from Watch Mojo UK. The link will be in the description below. Please go over and show them some love. So I'm like, 10 things that only exist in the UK. Okay, I want to see what these 10 things are. So come on in. If you're new here, welcome to our regular Schmeggler's Day One to the Pies to the Pose. Come on in, right back, put a smile on your face, and enjoy. All right, without further ado, let's get into this video. Here we go, right about now.
This is where it all began. Greg's first shop opened in Gosforth in Newcastle 68 years ago.
Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be looking at 10 things that only exist in the UK.
Oh, you smashed it!
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Okay.
For this list, we're looking at products, shops, and more that you can only find in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
Let us know which is your favorite in the comments below. Party 7. You'll have to be a certain age to remember Party 7, since, in its original form, it disappeared back in the 1980s.
Tenor says he did it.
I'm not playing.
Tenor and a Party 7.
This was a tin of beer that was the equivalent of 7 pints in one big can.
Dang!
It would have cost about a tenner in today's money, though it originally cost 15 shillings. It's a testament to how much the Brits loved booze that such a product existed and remained popular, despite its propensity to explode and supposed poor quality.
Right, the chosen vintage of the CID.
Then, in the 2020s, Party 7 had a brief renaissance when the beer returned in a keg format in 2021.
Aye!
Little Chef.
Hold on. Yeah, he said it right. That shows how no like on a liquor, brother. Him say, listen, that shows how the UK like its booze. He never said it more correctly than that. You guys love to have on a sweet tea. I call it sweet tea, brother, because listen to me. Listen, Party 7, a whole can. Wow, that's something. I gotta give it to you. Little Chef is next.
It was a sad time in 2018 when the final Little Chefs closed their doors.
Well, I'd like eggs and bacon. I'd like toasted jam.
Once upon a time, every long car journey could be livened up by a trip to a Little Chef, which lined motorways up and down the country.
And that's why the Little Chef serves me. Little Chef's lots more fun.
You could go in there and get classic food like a full English breakfast for a steal. A boon not only to families giving their kids a chance to stretch their legs, but lorry drivers needing a pick-me-up after hours on the road. It struggled for years following its decline in the 2000s and eventually shut all its branches. But for decades, it was a British cultural icon.
A Little Chef goes a long way.
The House of
Little Chef. Ooh, baby. So Little Chef to me would remind me of Denny's here. You're going there to have your big breakfast at a cheap price, comfort food at a cheap price. Get to stretch your legs, stretch out, and just feel a little bit homey. I know they don't like the word homey here, but that's how I feel. It's not somewhere that I go to, but I've been there before, and that's what your Little Chef would seem like. A place where the kids then can get away with a milkshake, English breakfast, comfort food. Yeah. That sounds good to me. But it closed its door. But I get it. Like from a long, you're driving on a road trip and then you pull off and you have that comfort food place to go to and have fun.
Line-grabbing recommendation, abolishing this place, the House of Lords, in favour of an elected chamber.
One of the most controversial things in British politics, the House of Lords as of 2023 is still there and still affecting our laws. That's despite many attempts to reform it and lots of high-profile and powerful politicians even saying they want to abolish it completely.
I think there's a lot that needs to be done to change the House of Lords. What I'm not convinced about is that we need another elected chamber.
It's one of the most bizarre parts of life in the UK that we still have this system of hereditary aristocratic titles that mean unelected people, often rich landowners, get to sit there in Parliament and tweak or even outright block laws devised in the House of Commons.
What people get very worried about is the size of the House of Lords and the appointments process for the House of Lords.
They've got no real public accountability and are one of the strangest things about Britain to explain to foreigners. Cornish pasties.
Okay, so House of Lords. Like I'm listening keenly to this one. So pretty much they are not politicians. They are wealthy people and they get to make decisions. That's what I heard him say. I'm like, okay. So make decisions as commoners in a sense. I think that's pretty cool. Why you guys want to abolish stuff like that? Let me know why would you guys want to abolish stuff like that? Because I'm like, that's, it's a tradition. It's been there for years. Isn't what they're saying is something that you guys would go along with, or it's just outdated that you need to get rid of it altogether? But that seems pretty cool to me. Cornish pasties.
Cornwall is a unique part of England with its own distinct culture, flag, and even a native language.
Yes.
And it also boasts one of the most iconic British foodstuffs, the Cornish pasty. But the humble Cornish pasty is perhaps more important than you realise if you're not from Cornwall yourself, since it previously held protected status under EU law. This meant that only pasties meeting stringent requirements could truly call themselves Cornish.
What?
They've got to follow a strict recipe and be prepared in Cornwall. This was all done to protect the pasty industry, which uses local produce and provides jobs to many in the county. Tabloids.
I love that. I love that. Something that somebody cannot take away from them. Simple, period. Listen, laws protecting them. I like that. That's, you're definitely sure that ain't outside of the UK or inside of the US, because everybody wants a part of it. Everybody wants to duplicate it and put their little tweak to it. But they're like, no, we ain't having that. It going to stay the way it is. Like it, love it. Tabloids. Interesting.
Of course, most countries do have tabloids of their own.
Yes.
But tabloid culture in Britain is a law unto itself.
Oh.
Around the world, the UK is notorious for its relentless, unethical tabloids. Not only do British celebs find themselves at the mercy of the tabloid presses regularly, but so do celebrities from elsewhere who are deemed worthy enough to get harassed by UK red tops.
Oh!
For over 100 years now, cheaply produced papers relying on sensationalist reporting and invading the privacy of the rich and famous have been part and parcel of British life. So much so that it's strange to imagine that the media landscape is very different overseas. Colin the
That's interesting. So that means nobody's off limits once they're rich. They can be in the top. They can be in the tabloid. And it doesn't matter which country you're from. They're running with it and you just have to accept it. There's nothing you can do about it. I like that. Oh, baby, look at this. Colin the Caterpillar. Come here. Nom, 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 nom. Guys, I'm sorry, but it looked good. My mouth is watering. Woo! Look at Colin. Listen, that chocolate, I've had your chocolate, and that's why my mouth is like, woo, baby. Eat me now, take me away, says Colin. Eat me, island girl. Yum me. Woo!
Caterpillar.
It's quickly becoming the food fight of the century because the iconic birthday staple, Colin the Caterpillar, is going to war with lookalike Cuthbert.
No child's birthday party is complete without a visit from Colin the Caterpillar.
What?
Caterpillar cakes are sold by every major supermarket, all boasting different names, though the original Colin version was introduced by M&S in the 1990s.
Marks and Spencer's are taking Aldi to court over the budget-friendly version of the cake, claiming that Cuthbert is not only an imposter, but riding on the coattails of the supermarket's reputation.
Marks and Spencer's is so protective of its Colin name, in fact, that it tried to take Aldi to court for infringing on its intellectual property by releasing a Cuthbert the Caterpillar.
You know, it's a bit unfair because you've got similar caterpillars. I think there's a Clyde in Asda, and there's a Wiggle in Sainsbury's, and an Eric.
That suit was settled, and Caterpillar cakes continue to be sold by all supermarkets, often as a cost-effective way to get a large amount of chocolate cake for your kids. Greg's.
I told you, not chocolate, baby. Chocolate. I know your chocolate cakes gotta be good. It gotta be scrumptious to the yumptious. I can feel it in my bones that I haven't tasted it yet. But they weren't playing. They said, listen, don't play with Colin. But they were settled outside the court. So, you know, they get a little change for it. It's like that. Now all major supermarkets is selling it. Oh, baby, that sounds good. It look good. It must taste good.
If you miss Little Chef, Greg's is one of the retailers that expanded to fill the vacuum it left behind.
This is where it all began. Greg's first shop opened in Gosforth in Newcastle 68 years ago.
Wow. Not only will you find a Greg's at every service station up and down the country, there's pretty much a Greg's on every single street. Sometimes 2 or even 3 branches all competing with each other. With its cheap, tasty pastries and sandwiches, Greg's has invaded high streets around the country from its headquarters in Newcastle, which has over 30 branches alone.
From its roots in the northeast, Greg's expanded steadily.
In total, there were over 2,200 branches of Greg's, about 1,000 more branches than McDonald's, but it still only exists in the UK. It didn't even have any shops in Northern Ireland until 2016.
Today, Greg's has more shops in Britain than either McDonald's or Starbucks, and says it may launch abroad in the years to come.
Tizer.
No, that's a chain. That's cheap pasties and more than over 2,000. More than McDonald's. More than... I'm like, what? So you can tell that they're loved. Or else nobody would support them like that. And that's just amazing. And they're not outside of the UK. That is pretty cool. That is so unique. That is so amazing to know that they still, after 68 years, they're still in existence. They're still popular. They're still loved by many. So you can tell that their way of doing things is pretty unique and they're well loved by the people in the UK. Can you imagine when they go outside of the UK? I can only imagine what will happen. Because guess what, baby? I'm coming to the UK and I'm definitely going to one now. I'm going to see what it is all about. All right, let's move on. Because I'm like, oh, baby, you guys got it. You guys got it good.
It's a red thing.
Though its presence on supermarket shelves has waxed and waned, especially in recent years, Tizer is still sold by British retailers and turns 100 in 2024.
Ooh.
It's manufactured by Bar, which also makes Iron Brew. But unlike the national drink of Scotland, Tizer has never really appeared in other countries.
What?
It remains such a niche drink that you might have thought it had been made defunct and could have gone years without seeing a bottle.
Yes, we have 3 great new flavours. No, we're not changing colour. Tizer, it's a red thing.
Bright red and with a top secret recipe, who knows what they really put in Tizer, which adds to the allure of the Great British Pop, as its slogan calls it. Henry Hoover.
So Tizer never changes color. It's always red. And it only sold there. And he said something that's similar to the company Iron Brew. But guys, are there similar tastes? Is it a soda that... And they said the rest... So they're not playing because they're not even giving away their recipe for it. No, that's cool. Now that I want to try. Because, you know, over time, people tend to sell their recipe to other people. And some people duplicate it. Or not really duplicate. Some people change it, tweak it a little bit. And then have something similar. But they don't have no competition within that. Look at Mr. Henry Little Hoover right here. He's so cute. That's right.
What British home is complete without a humble Henry to keep everything shipshape?
Meet Henry from Pneumatic International.
Henry and his numerous siblings like James and Hetty is certainly the most iconic vacuum cleaner in the UK, thanks to his large googly eyes and cute appearance. They're not the best vacuums on the market, but will be damned if they're not reliable.
So what is it that makes Henry the industry favourite?
Is it the long life engineering and proven reliability?
There aren't any bells and whistles on Henry, though some are designed for slightly different things. Buying him, you can be sure you've got a solid appliance that might even last a lifetime. All without breaking the bank.
It's all over the floor as well. Feet up again, please. Did any of this go in your mouth?
Mr. Blobby.
So Henry, he cheap, but him reliable. Cheap but reliable, he said. Listen, you'll have Henry for a lifetime. Now, I would love to have a Henry in my house. It's too cute. Why not? Listen, the little vacuum does look cute. No, sir. Mr. Blobby, here we go.
Maybe the most bizarre thing to come out of British light entertainment, and that's saying something. Mr. Blobby has been a household name ever since his debut in the late 90s. But his longevity defies all logic and reason. An absurd character who caused chaos on Noel's house party, Mr. Blobby now routinely reappears on TV and even on the stage.
Because Mr. Blobby will be going on holiday soon, he needs to get a photograph for his passport. Even Blobby needs identification.
Every time he does, he wreaks havoc, ruining segments, breaking items, throwing tantrums, and scaring children half to death. Why do they keep bringing him back when his only role is to smash things and screech like a banshee? Your guess is as good as ours.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Watch mojoUk.
Look, Mr. Blobby it is. Look here. Some things you just keep around for the fun of it. Look, him don't really serve no purpose, but everybody love him. To cause chaos or havoc and break things. But yet still he is loved. Like I said, some things you just have to keep around. The nostalgia of, bringing back memories when yeah. I'm on board with Mr. Blobby. It just look, he looks squishy if you go hold and hug up. Listen, don't want him in my house to break anything though, but I'll stand at a distance and look at Blobby. How about that? The Hoover, Henry Hoover. Oh my God, it's so cute. Now, my mouth is watering for the caterpillar. The caterpillar looks amazing, guys. I'm not gonna lie. That chocolate cake, boss of a boss on here. I can't wait to come and try. I really do can't wait. It's your island girl. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Rock back, relax, be good, be safe, be kind, love each other. Don't forget to give this one a big thumbs up. All right, guys, share with your friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed as yet, what are you waiting for? Come on and hit the subscribe button. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.